Hi, I'm Elden Rosenthal.
I'm Larry Wobbrock.
And what we're doing today is we're asking you to invite us to come to your law firm so that we can talk to your lawyers about an incredibly important and transformative pro bono experience that both Larry and I have done. The Southern Poverty Law Center is fighting the Trump administration's mass deportation of folks that they claim don't have legal status here, many of whom have a clear legal basis for remaining in the country. And we did this work down in Georgia at the Stewart Detention Center in Lumpkin, Georgia, working as a pro bono legal volunteer for the Southern Poverty Law Center's immigration project.
Let me tell you about Lumpkin, Georgia. It's a town of 3,000 people in which the Correction Corporation of America, a private prison corporation, has set up a private facility to detain about 2,000 detained alleged aliens. Only 6% of these people have representation, have lawyers, even though the law provides for them the right to have a lawyer. The law will not appoint them a lawyer, but the law does provide they have a right to have a lawyer. This is one of those situations where having a lawyer makes a huge difference. Let me just give you some facts to support that. Nationwide, people held in these detention facilities, 46% of them get out on bond. In Stewart, only 2% of them get out on bond, 98% of them don't, and 98% of them are deported. If you get out on bond, you have a 10 times greater chance of winning your case if you have a lawyer to get out on bond. If you get out on bond, you have a 30 times better chance of winning your case on the merits and achieving legal status to remain in the United States. There are at least 6 paths, legal paths, to remain in the United States if the law is followed.
So in an effort to deal with this program, what the Southern Poverty Law Center has done is set up skeleton staff crews at 3 detention centers in the Deep South, 2 in Georgia and 1 in Louisiana. But we need volunteer lawyers to come down and spend a week at a time. We'll provide training both before you go online, we'll provide actual training when you get to the site, and there's mentors present to help you while you're doing your work there for a week. But lawyers are desperately needed to help these men assert their rights to stay in this country.
One of the fellows that I represented is a father of 4. The youngest is 2 years old, been employed in the United States for over 22 years, regular job, regular taxpayer, married to a legal permanent resident. He's out at the lake one day with 2 of his children, and he gets his car stuck. Happened to be some ICE agents out there. They ask him for ID and they bust him for being an undocumented alien. Now he's in the Stewart Detention Center and going to be deported back to Honduras, which he hasn't been to for over 22 years. He came to this country when he was about 16 or 17 years old. Without a lawyer, he doesn't have a chance. With a lawyer, he has a chance.
So we'd like to come into your office, give us a chance to make a presentation to the lawyers in your office that might be interested in volunteering for a week of pro bono work. I assure you that those lawyers that do this will find it to be a valuable personal experience as well as a professional experience.
This is not a problem that's going to go away. I was down there at the time this headline came out, October 18th, 2017, says Trump seeks more immigration jails. He's seeking 4 more facilities, each which will house 1,000 people. They will be run, at least half of them, 2 of them will be run by Correction Corporation of America, now known as Core Civic, which runs the place in Lumpkin, the for-profit correction corporation. Turns out that this corporation is one of the major contributors to his campaign and to his inauguration party.
As we've been living through the last year under the Trump administration, many of us have been saying, what can we do? What can we do to help make a difference? This is something unique for lawyers that they can do to make a difference. And it's my belief, based upon my personal experience and talking to Larry when he came back from his trip, that not only will you make a professional difference, but it'll make a personal difference.